And good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. I am your host, Eric, and I know it has been a while. I've actually been off for a while. I have been sick, but each and every day I just bear with it. But right now it's asthma, so I really can't do anything about that. Doing the best that I'm doing the best that I can. So today, one moment, I have some water. Now today we are basically going to be talking about. I understand from what I've heard, and to be honest with you, my prediction is going to be fairly, if I should believe it or not, if there's going to be a winter storm. Okay. I'll be watching, and I know the weather, has been very exciting. We've had a lot of snow and stuff, but I'm not going to get too excited if it doesn't happen, because to be honest with you, we've had times where we've had chances of the possibility of winter weather happening. There was actually one time, I'll tell you a story. There's actually one time, it was like, I can't remember when, but there was one time we had they said there was going to be a winter storm coming, and we're under a winter storm watch, and the news said we were going to get a lot of snow and all that stuff, and we didn't get anything. We didn't get anything out of it. So right now, to be honest with you, give me a moment. I gotta find it. Okay, I'm looking at this. Okay, right now, sorry about all the coughing. I'm doing the best I can not to do it, but I want to make sure that I get the chance to explain this to you and why I'm concerned about this. Now, the way I can tell that storm is gonna come, like when I hear it, I know something's coming, but is it really gonna happen? It would be a wait and see type of thing. But now it kind of feels like something is coming. I don't like what I'm seeing right now. The numbers that I'm seeing right now are like unbelievable. It's off the charts. I would just say be prepared, because on Wednesday, from my understanding, of course, I'll believe it when I see it, is that there is the possibility that the Midwest in Wisconsin could see a massive winter storm on Wednesday. So, the question will be, is it going to happen on Wednesday? We'll just have to wait and see. Let me just look here to see if there's anything that changed. Okay, let me go back to the... Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so this is the thing that I want you guys to kind of realize, is that even though there's a certain day they say a storm's going to come, sometimes a storm can happen. It might happen maybe a couple days. It basically all depends. I don't really want to guess at it. Like I said before to all you guys, I don't want to guess at it and say that I know that it's going to happen. And I'm not going to get all that excited. I'm going to listen to the reports and see that it's right. And I'm going to match it up, because I do look at the models on a daily basis. I look over the models to see if it's actually going to happen, because there have been times we were expected to have like winter storm and all that stuff, and it changes. It changes directions and stuff. And it's actually a good idea to be prepared for the storm. To be honest with you, that's actually good on your part. Preparedness is one thing. Information is one thing. And when is it going to hit? It's hard to say. I will closely monitor this storm, because the other thing is, another thing that you got to realize is that when I'm not going to guess at that either. We're just going to say is that it all depends. The weather changes every single minute. So the thing is, I'm going to outline it by saying that it could change. We will have to wait and see. So I will watch this on a daily basis, and we will see whether or not this is, if we're really going to get a massive winter storm. If I continue to hear updates that there is going to be a powerful major winter storm, then actually I do have to pay attention to that information. And that means I do have to pay attention to the weather. That also means that preparedness is one thing, and then you gotta start thinking about, safety and all that kind of stuff. Preparedness is everything, so there's a lot involved when we get storms like this. So, when you're dealing with severe weather, whether or not, if it's ice storms, snowstorms, tornadoes, severe thunderstorms, hail, that type of thing, all of that stuff is very, very serious. So with this all in mind, I'm going to be watching very closely on all of the models and everything. Now that I'm hearing about this, I want to make sure that this is actually accurate information. I want to make sure that the forecast that I'm hearing is accurate. Otherwise, what happens is, if the forecast is not accurate and people predicting that there's going to be a major winter storm or any kind of winter storm. When I hear that, basically to me, when a storm's going to hit, that's one thing. But it confuses people. It's like giving somebody the wrong message when they hear that something is coming. It's confusing, and then everybody doesn't know what's going on. Even me. So it's very important to pay attention to the weather forecast, the weather conditions, and everything. It's very important because that also includes in the wintertime, wear your winter gear, dress up for the weather, make sure you're bundled up, you're wearing very warm layer of clothes. I've seen some people that aren't even fully dressed for wintertime. We have had a lot of cold weather, a lot of cold temperatures. We've had a lot of freezing temperatures. We've had a lot of frigid temperatures. We've had a lot of ice. It's just been a mess. We've got to be careful about this, okay? So, like I said, whenever I hear about winter storms, I'm deeply going to watch and wait and see exactly what day it hits. Because I'm not going to believe it until it gets closer, like whatever state it's going to hit. Like for Southeast Michigan, I'm going to wait until the storm gets closer. That would give me more accuracy in knowing whether or not, if it's going to happen or not, because it could go in a different direction and it could pass us and go somewhere else. Where we've had times before where we've had like winter storms and stuff, and all of a sudden it goes in a different direction, and we hear about it, and it doesn't happen, and stuff like that. So I'm just going to actively wait until it gets closer and find out what day it hits. I mean, I know that people are probably thinking or using their best judgment as opposed to what day they think it's going to hit. That would be their own. I'm going to say a lot of us make good predictions otherwise, so I would say that would basically be their prediction. So I will go by that for sure, and I want to make sure. Do you agree on that? What do you think?
My prediction is there's going to be possibly, I don't want to say potential because it's not 5 days away yet. I don't want to say possible because that's right for our band, or possibility. I want to say possibly there could be a major winter storm. And possibly a higher chance of a significant winter storm.
Let me go and get my charger. Let me go get my charger. Go ahead and keep talking.
And that's my prediction because there is a particle system that 200 and 850 millibars, and it has a lot of wind speed, jet stream, over 150 miles per hour at triple pulse right now. Not triple point, I'm starting from triple pulse. When you get that, you know there's going to be an active winter, possibly, with high amounts of vorticity. And we got the Arctic air coming through that day. We got the large scale coming, the micro scale, and there are high values going on, and the models are tight all together. As possibly we could deal with that active winter system coming through.
Keep going, you're good. The cord isn't really that long, but I might have to hold this in a different direction. You may not be able to see me that well. So I can focus, I can put it...
Are you ready for me to go live on my side right now first before I start?
Go ahead. We'll go ahead and do our discussion.
Okay. You do your share right now before I get it set up then.
Alright. So, go ahead.
You go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Alright, I wasn't sure. So, the other thing that I also want to let you guys know is that if there is severe weather, I do take that very seriously, and I'm not lying about that. I take that very seriously because with okay, the reason why hang on, I gotta take a drink. I'm a little excited here. Okay, that keeps the excitement down. Okay, the only reason why I want to talk about this and express my concerns is after the fact that Armada, Michigan had a tornado. It was a very, very scary situation, so that's why I pay attention to the weather more, because if they mean that there's going to be severe thunderstorms, whatever, now I have to pay attention because we've gone through it all. So weather is really something.
I don't want to predict it. Like one come along on GFS model. Let's see another one come along, and that is on the 10th, and another one come along on the 12th, 13th. That's too far away to predict that. That's why I'm saying it's possibly we could deal with a major winter storm, possibly most likely a significant winter storm, February 2nd, February 3rd, February 4th. My prediction, my sudden prediction is, and I don't want to say potential, it's not 5 days away. I don't want to say possibly, times at least.
May I add something to that?
Our prediction by Weather Studio and Eric, Weather Studio Chief, and I'm a captain, Kevin as well. And we are keeping you safe. We're making sure that we are on top of this situation going on. And I want to hand it over to Eric, let him do the talking now, and then he's going to hand it back to me. Go ahead, Chief.
Okay. Like I said, excuse me. Man, I wish I never had asthma, we'll put it that way. And this cold weather doesn't help it. We'll just say if the temperatures don't go from warm to cold, I'd be able to breathe a lot better. That's the reason why I'm coughing so much, and everyone says that I'm getting a cold, but I don't ever run a nose or anything like that, so that changes my voice a little bit and stuff, but I'm not complaining about it. And basically, hold on one second. I really think it's also important to have discussions like this just to give you guys an idea of what's going on, because like I said, I am not a person that wants to predict weather, and when they see it, okay, so I pretty much agree. I pretty much know exactly what he's saying. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this in my own prediction, okay, in my own words, in my own thoughts. Okay, so with that weather question, I'm basically gonna say is that even though the GFS models are saying, okay, it's gonna be on this day, the other thing is that you have to monitor it. You have to closely monitor it, because GFS models change hourly, so even though it might happen on this day, not on this day, but I mean on that in particular day that I meant to say, I'm sorry, you gotta keep on checking it, each and every day, because it does change direction. And I've seen it to where the GFS models say that a big storm is going to hit, and then I check it every couple of hours, not hourly. I will wait a couple of hours, and then I'll check it. Maybe I'll wait 5 or 6 hours or whatever it takes, but I'm not going to give up on that. And I'll check it again, and things may stay the same, but then
also, let's hand over to me as well.
Go ahead.
Make sure you have a weather radio just in case. So make sure you have the weather radio. Make sure you got flashlights. You're gonna need cans, like Eric said. Chief Eric said, always good to have cans of food, snacks. He's right about that. Last time we had a conversation a while back. It's always good to have a bottle of water, and that's what he's got right now. Add to the bottle of water, because you never know if the power goes out with a blizzard. You never know if there's an ice storm and scattered power outages in your area. And I can believe indications are saying is possibly that we could deal with a bad winter storm, and that's why we're giving you tips. We're giving you all information we can give you before we do another weather forecast, weather prediction. We're going to give you more details, more accurate, every information when we get those RAP models up. When we get those NAM models, we can go to basic forecast. We can go accurate, all the 100% accurate when we get those RAP models popping up. When we go to GFS models, what he meant to say is we can't predict all together. We can predict certain ones on GFS models. We can predict because everything's been, because things have been going for 3 or 4 days. That's why we are now taking it seriously. We're telling you these are possibly stuff that could go on. A major winter storm, or most likely possibly a significant winter storm. We can say that because it's 6 days away, it's 7 days away, or if it's 5, it's 6 days, it's already 6 days away going on for February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. My prediction that this could be a winter storm, possibly in southeastern Michigan. Hand it over to Chief again.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, let me... Okay, guys. Okay, give me a second. Let me see if I can do it again. I'm just checking to see where we're at. Okay. There we go. So, basically, I'm going to just say for right now, we're okay. There's actually nothing going on right now, so, we don't have to, panic or anything like that. It's going to be calm as everything, calm, and the best thing is...
Calm before into the storm.
Yeah, calm before the storm, that's absolutely right. So it's basically a wait and see. Means that, forecasts will continue, but when it comes to a major winter storm, the thing is, do you go by what the other person is saying? When I hear, I most definitely am on it. So if I hear someone say, okay, there's going to be severe thunderstorms or something like that, boom, I'm on it. So now that we're getting, more and more severe weather and the weather's getting more active, now I'm really going to start paying attention and monitor it more and more carefully. I'm not just going to, put up say I'm going to do, a forecast and all that kind of stuff and not give any updates. That's just not what it's all about. So, like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. And if it actually happens on that day, because who knows, it could, the day could change. Because the other thing is, that I've seen is that totally, it could be like an ice storm. It could turn into a wintry mix. It could be all rain, or it could be freezing rain. It basically it basically all depends. Like we've already had our share of snow, and it was a mess. We got several inches of snow out of it, and before that we had a lot of wintry mixed stuff. We had a lot of icy conditions, very, very cold, sloppy conditions. So the weather so far has not been 100% that good. So I'm just looking for this warm up so we can actually talk about that. When are we going to get that warm up?
There was going to be a warm up on GFS models, temperatures in the 50s. Now it looks like it's more further the south, Ohio, Indiana. Like, that's why we say possibly, active weather could affect us on the second, third, and fourth, because it could go from Ohio State, it could go from up to Michigan, it could go further north, further south, that's why Michigan. That's why we are still not going to let our guards down going on, because this thing is really tight together going on in southeastern Michigan. They're really tight. They are tight. They are going for 48-hour storm. And when we talk about 48-hour storm, we need to be aware of this for a possibly significant or major winter storm in southeastern Michigan. This is a 48-hour storm. We're not going to worry about the February 13th. We're not going to worry about the 10th one. Those are too far ahead prediction in GFS models.
Yep.
The how fast you can do for meteorology in 10 days advance on GFS models. If you're good at it, if you're a good advanced meteorologist, you can predict 10 days away. If the models are ongoing, though, they got to be ongoing for quite some time, and they have. It's been ongoing for almost 3 days already, and that's why we do not want to let your guards down still, because like Chief Eric said, it could go from Ohio, it could go from up a place in Michigan, it could go over, it could hit this, go over Canada, fly over us. It could be a full deficit. It could be a full deposition go widespread in Canada, Ohio, and southeastern Michigan, and west of Michigan, and north of Michigan, and that's why we do not want to say, oh, this is not going to happen right now. We do not want to say, oh, this is gonna be a higher threat or a chance of a threat. We want to say possibly because it's only 6 days away or before the storm hits. The calm before the storm hits. Go ahead, Chief. Back to you now.
Okay, speaking of that, okay, let me, hang on, I'm looking at something and then you can see, then you'll be able to see. Can you see me still?
Yes, I can. Perfectly
Okay.
fine.
Alright. Alright. I am looking at the models right now. That's the thing, people. That's the only way that we know if something is coming and is it going. Okay, the other thing is we know that the winter storm is coming. We know that it's coming, and I believe it. But it's very important to check the models, and you gotta stick with that because you hear one thing and then you hear something else. So I'm checking the models right now to see where we're at and what's going on. So even though I'm checking it now, it doesn't mean that I'm going to stop. So if I keep checking the models and everything holds together, then I will update you the next day. If something changes, there'll be an update. But if nothing happens, then I will give you an update when it's closer. But
interesting about this is the North Pacific, the storm that's gonna hit our way. If it holds it together, like there's possibly more stuff, and it can hold it together. If we get a development frontal system, it can hold it together, and it could be, if you get a vorticity frontal, or if you get a paraclonic instability, if you get a evection frontal, if it holds it together, we'll see if we do get a major winter storm in southeastern Michigan. I mean, we see a cyclone motion going on in North Pacific. It looks like a Arctic air coming through for that day. It looks like we could deal with a mid-latitude cyclonic motion, and we could get a concerning, possibly for a major winter storm, and that's why we do not want to say this is going to be bad, this is going to be catastrophic. We don't want to say it's going to be all together. We don't want to say possibly it could be major, possibly it could be significant, possibly it could be catastrophic, possibly, but we don't want to say potential or possible or possibility, because it's too early to say all that yet. But since we know that all weather stations are saying it's going to be bad, we want to let you know as well it's going to be bad, possibly in February 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Go ahead, Chief.
okay, alright, now it goes back to me. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna laugh about this, ladies and gentlemen. I have to tell ya, I believe we do have some accurate information here, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, this is going to be a possibility, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a possibility from what I'm seeing. This is very interesting. That's why I'm saying possibly. Okay, I'm just saying it is a possibility. But like I said, I monitor and I check the GFS models very carefully, because either the storm system itself that's bringing the major winter storm, it could...
Well, you don't want to say a possibility. That's too early. We gotta wait till it gets closer. Saying possibly means it's too far away. Prediction.
Okay, that's why I don't understand why I hear the word potential too much. And yes, you're right, wait until it gets closer, because even though GFS models are saying what they're saying, but then when you look at it again the day before, it's totally different. So even though it's saying this day, it could change 2 days before. So I totally get that. So it's always important to check it, and I'm not just saying this because I want to say it. I just want to make sure that it's right, to make sure that we're all prepared for this, but we never know what the weather's going to be like. That's the reason why I don't watch the news. I stopped watching the news several years ago, and I have not watched the news ever since then. But if it's a severe weather outbreak for the Midwest and it hits Michigan, I'm glued to it. I'll have my computer on and everything, and boom, it's all right there. So, you have anything else that you want to say to that? All I can say is I'm just.
I'm gonna look up something. I'm seeing we got a little over this year for possibly blizzards.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, definitely. Yes, you're definitely. Okay.
I'm seeing turbid bars. They look like wind directional almost.
Okay.
Low level wind directionals. They look like low level vertical shear too. I'm looking at low level vertical shear too.
I'm trying to find a marker. Maybe I can memorize this. Hold on. So then the February the 2nd, the 3rd, we'll have to watch that because it's hard to say. But like I said, it's very, very, from what I can see on GFS models, I'm going to say that this is a big shot, the way I can see it, because accurately this is exactly what they were talking about. So we definitely have to watch this one. I don't know, but I'm looking in the models too, and there's some darker blues, so that's heavy snow, right?
Triple pulse. We're going to go 150. Triple pulse.
How much?
Okay, low level wind shear, that's what it's called. No, they are going 225, they're not going 180. That's one way you get a blizzard. Okay, I double check everything. We don't have a low level vertical shear or a low level wind shear.
Holy cow. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I would just say hold on to your hats, most definitely, because this is very, very interesting. I don't have my pen. Let me put the phone down for a minute. I gotta write down those dates.
We got scattered vorticity going on, but
Yeah.
I monitor that. I mean, it is possibly. Everybody make sure that if you are traveling, for February 2nd, February 3rd, February 4th, make sure that you pull over the side of the ditch and follow, and make sure you let them put ice on roads. Please and thank you, everybody. Be polite, everybody. Some people like to not pull aside about expressway, or let them go through and stop, please, everybody. It's just polite to do, everybody. It's polite. And in case you gotta follow the ice roads, stop, everybody. Make sure you go 20 minutes before if you're working full time. If you're working nighttime as well, go 20 minutes early as well. And make sure that you listen to a weather radio, you listen to our YouTube channel, if you don't like our YouTube channel, please don't be disrespectful and in a way, please go to another YouTube channel, please, if you're going to make comments on our YouTube channel. We don't like that, me and Eric. Back to the chief.
Yeah, and to be honest with you guys, I do my greatest and fullest to the max, and I don't give up, and yes, and you know, and I have respect for everybody, you know, so
I have respect for everybody too. Same here.
yep. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And all I can just say is be prepared. But I'm going to look at some. I was just about to write down these dates. But let me.
I'm gonna see if we got a GFS model situated. Looks like there may be a new update on GFS model, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna look at something else. That's why I'm gonna start doing more updates of what's gonna happen. Because before I would do like one update or whatever a day. If one video a day is not enough, it doesn't really. I mean, if I do more and more, it's a lot better than that. Basically, if I'm just looking at that. I don't know what that was, but if I do, you know, videos every single day, that most definitely will continue to make my channel grow. And the other thing is, I can't get.
If you don't like our channel, go to Blue Water, whether you go through them, go through someone else you like with your. Not everybody's the same. Everybody has something different with an opinion. And if you like our channel, you can prescribe us on our channels as well. I appreciate that. If you love our channels, prescribe, please bring me and Eric. If you like our prescribe, we would like you to add us and hear from us, and we will put our comments back on when we get more views, but we're not right now until we get a lot more views popping up, then we're going to have more comments on stuff.
Yeah, and we just won't give up. I mean, sometimes we need a break. So I just needed a break because I had some stuff that I had to do, and vacation is actually mostly the thing. So, oh my gosh. Okay, wait, I forgot to write down those dates. Okay, I'm just making, whoa. Hang on a second. Did you say the 4th?
This is going to be a very dangerous, this could be a dangerous possibly as well. And we got what's called 850 millibars height. The third could be nearly per barrel too. And that makes it a good amount of snow amount. And it's going over 24
Yeah.
It can go for the south or the north, and a hit and miss, or it can be like going deposition from Indiana, Ohio, southeastern Michigan, all over, in Chicago area, Wisconsin, all over, massive, all over, and that's why we do not. And you can see the surface temperature, 700 millibars. You got 6 Celsius, you got freezing, you got below freezing level, and you got the coefficient 10 Celsius, 14 Celsius, and you got concerning for possibly a good winter storm and even significant, most likely, or a slight chance, possibly my prediction, a major winter storm and a significant winter storm likely. We need to be aware of this. And back to Chief Aaron.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, so February the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th
The second,
is going to have to be monitored very closely. I'm gonna just say right now, I'm not really concerned about snowfall right now or anything like that. I'm gonna wait until it gets closer. I don't want to jump into it and say, this is how much snow we're gonna get, because it could change. So I don't do it like that. I wait until it.
at all. I don't do it. I agree. I strongly agree with you because tomorrow it could be higher. Tomorrow it could be lower. The next day it could be the same. And the next day it could be higher. And the same higher. And the next day it could be lower. And the lower. And the lower. The same. And that's why we know we're gonna get something. We know we're gonna get something. We just don't know if it's going to be yet to go.
Right.
For southeastern Michigan.
Right. Anything else?
I'm so sorry you had to go through all that coughing here. I feel so bad for you there.
Well, we'll just say that asthma is not the best thing. Tomorrow will be better. We can only hope. Every single day is different, but I thought because we're going to end this, and I just want to say to everybody, having discussions with you guys is basically the most important thing that I truly believe in, and I don't want to guess at the weather or anything. I think having a discussion is one thing, and everything, and telling you what's going to happen and everything, but also at the same time checking the GFS models closely, because it changes. So that's as far as I'm gonna go with that before we really
Yeah,
get.
we're gonna have to cut it short pretty soon because we got all the information we're gonna get, and we don't want to jump the gun on other stuff until this get closer. And I wanna be on for a little bit as well, for at least 10 minutes, because there's other stuff I want to show them as well. I do apologize, Eric.
Go ahead, it's okay. Go ahead.
I want to get your share, Eric. I want to be fair as possible.
You're fine. You're fine.
GFS models, we'll go back here, and even the dew point temps, the dew point is a concern as well. For possibly a good winter storm system coming through too. I want to go to the surface dew point temps. I want to show you what we got here for the second we got the dew point. One side of Ohio is going 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The other side is going 25, and that's when you get disturbed for a lot of warm air. Warm airflow with colder air meeting not warm. Warm air is going to be for the Ohio for ice, wintry mix mostly. But we couldn't get airflow too. Like a warm airflow would bring very, very heavy snow. And a dew point Celsius 16, 17, 19. You gotta go 15 LI or 20 there and back for another way of heavy snow now. The models yesterday was showing something different. It was showing a 5 LI for the heaviest snow. Now there's another way for heavy snow as well, because they're going lower dew points now, and they're not going higher dew points. And concern about this. This could be a warm front come along. It could switch over to a strong cold front. That's why it's possibly we're going to deal with a good winter storm system. We'll let you know when this gets closer. I want to let you know that this could be a wave system coming through. This could be a large scale. This could be absolute vorticity or related vorticity. It could be a bar-climate instability. We want to make sure that or divergent going on, convergent, or upper air level vorticity. We want to let you know that there's a lot of stuff going on. That's why we're going to be, me and him's going to be monitoring the situation. We're going to be watching and making sure that we will keep you safe. We're not going to be like, oh, we're going to get off and we're not going to be monitoring to the day it hits. We will be monitoring. We'll be watching it on and off. We'll be watching the models on and off. We may be doing something and we're being off. We'll go back on and off, watching the models, the situation, to keep you. And I want to go to sea level. Look at sea level pressure, the height surface, MSLP. One slow, Eric.
Okay.
We got for a high pressure solar system, peak purple, and then we go back to the third. We got a strong low pressure area come along on the sea level pressure on GFS models, and it's indicated 102.10. The isobars are 1012, and for the north 1028. That's perfect for a gradient for a good winter storm, and that's why we are monitoring it. We're not gonna stop monitoring it until things calm down. Back to Chief.
Okay, and to add to
We're gonna keep monitoring until things calm down.
correct.
Chief.
Okay, we are going to put an ending to this. And like I said, today's actually Friday, and I'm trying to think here. We still have several days to go yet, so I am not going to be doing another live stream on this massive snowstorm. Probably, I'm going to say the next You know what? We'll do
We need to be back on air in a couple days to give you more
oh yeah.
basic but not fully all together.
Okay, and then we'll have
Wait
to.
for the RAP models to show up. We gotta wait for the RAP models. The NAM models, we already can do so much. We already can do the basic until the RAP models come along. We can go further up higher when we get the NAM models pop up.
Okay, with that said, there will be. How can I say this? So we've already done our live stream for today. So as we get into next week, there will be we will be giving, I'm going to say, the live stream updates will actually increase. There will be a live stream on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So there's actually going to be 3 days in a row where there's going to be that most definitely possibility of live streaming to give you better coverage on this whole entire winter storm.
Tomorrow or a couple of days, we will be given a better forecast basic than after 24 hours, 48 hours. We will be, we will be giving you all accurate as possible. And I mean, we are meteorology. We do make mistakes. We both do, and that's okay for us to make mistakes. We're not perfect meteorology or meteorologists. We're not perfect. We're gonna make mistakes. It's gonna happen. All meteorologist people, they make mistakes. It's no big deal. But we are on top of this every step of the way. We're gonna keep you and your family safe, friends, in reality of residents and people handicapped. We are keeping you and people safe every step of the way. And if we do make mistakes, that's what we got the National Weather Service for. That's what we got that they do all of that updates for us to put it on air on YouTube channel.
Yep, and other like other media sources and stuff like that. So just to end this, we're just basically, I'm gonna say as a closing, and then we'll be done with this live stream, and we'll continue to keep you guys updated. But I especially want to thank all of your guys' support that you have been giving me and my other team person, Kevin, because me and him strongly me and him work together daily, and we do a lot of the weather stuff, and we don't give up on that. So we are basically doing this as a team. Teamwork comes first, and that's what we all do. And basically to get, weather stuff going and to make sure that things are accurate and everything, you have to make sure that you're looking at the right picture and everything. and if we make mistakes, it it happens. But it's not a really big deal because we all do that. But thank you everyone for this very special edition of our forecast. I'm glad that you guys could join us tonight and be a part of this special edition of all of the weather coverage that you guys have been looking forward to. And actually, it's really important that everyone needs to be involved. People need to know this stuff because we never know when it's going to come. We don't know when it's going to hit and stuff like that. So basically, if we all work together, we can get things done. And that's what matters. And I'm your host, Eric, on Eric's Weather Forecast. Thank you to all of my people that have supported me. Thank you so much. Please continue to support me. I really appreciate that. I'm not giving up on you, and I'll make sure that you guys get daily forecasts and a lot much more. So thank you. Please continue to stay tuned, and please remember to stay tuned, subscribe, and we'll have more live streams in a couple days. And you guys have a good night. Thank you for joining us for this live presentation tonight. And please remember to subscribe to Eric's Weather Forecast. You guys have a nice night, and thank you. Good night.